I got into beading because my kids were in high school and I worried about them a lot. So I would do the beading to take my mind off of it. And I can just bead all day long. And you think about the person that you're beading for, and that makes it easier. Since I've been sick, it's really been a help. I was doing a bead show at one of the local churches. And I had been sick for a couple of days and I didn't know why, and sick meaning like flu-like symptoms. But the fatigue kept getting worse and worse. You know, it was to the point where I was about to pass out.
You all right?
So we thought we'd call the ambulance at that point. The doctor decided to do an x-ray and he came back and he said, "You have a spot on your lung." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, because I had bronchitis once and it never cleared up right. So I don't think it's anything to worry about." He said, "You need to see your doctor." It was like, okay, no big deal.
They saw an abnormality on her chest x-ray, which turned into an abnormality on a CAT scan that was consistent with what looked like to be lung cancer at that time.
At the time, I was still smoking. I smoked for like about 37 years, okay? And he said to me, "I'll operate, but you gotta stop smoking." Before I went on that table, I think it was like 5 days before, I quit just like that.
So she underwent some preoperative testing and then went right to surgery. Back when Peytie was diagnosed, we weren't really doing anything after that point to help prevent the cancer from coming back. The hope is that she was cured with surgery by itself.
So then in 2007, we had been going through having CAT scans every so often.
She was starting to complain a little bit of a cough. She had a little bit of pain under her armpit, and then they did some imaging, including a CAT scan, which showed a lot of lung masses and nodules in her lungs that should not have been there and were new compared with before.
And he looked at the CAT scan and he said, "Oh my God, it's back. I'm so sorry."
I really felt bad for Peytie because she had gone through so much. And then to have this boom, hammer fall on you again.
I was scared to death at that point because he broke it down for me. He said, "You know, we're gonna do the best we can. We're gonna start therapy. It's not gonna be easy. It may not work."
For anybody who presenting with metastatic lung cancer, the prognosis is very, very guarded. So it was middling at best. She was treated with a course of chemotherapy, initially for about 4 months or so, and then we left her on one drug since then, which at that time, and currently still is, the standard of care for patients with advanced non-small cell lung cancer. And she's been on this maintenance regimen now for nearly 2 years. This is a biologic therapy which blocks blood vessel growth to tumors. The nice thing is that it's very well tolerated and has virtually no side effects in a lot of our patients.
That's how he thought we would get this cured, or not cured, but put it in remission, if you will. And he was very specific about that. We're gonna try to put it in remission. He never said that he would cure it.
Remission is a term we rarely use in lung cancer patients because it's few and far between. But Peytie is probably one of the few people I would say that is in remission. Her cancer actually disappeared from her CAT scans. You're in the wrong place. I can't find anything wrong with you.
That's too bad.
Unfortunately, Peytie is not cured. The way I describe it to all my patients is that our chemo and our drugs with lung cancer, at best, can kill 99% or 99.9%, say, of lung cancer cells, making it disappear from a CAT scan. But we know that there are some cells hiding out somewhere in her body, and if you give it enough time, it's going to grow back at some point.
I think to get through it all, you have to have a lot of support.
I think in the 35 years that we've been married, I think that probably we haven't been any closer than we are right now.
Prayer plays a very, very important role in our healing. I'm thankful. I'm really, really blessed because it's going to be all right. Whether it be all right negative or positive, it's going to be all right. I'm good, yes. All is good.